You never listen. It's always the same thing with you. It's like
Me.
you don't care.
You're the exact same way. I'm just trying to make a point here.
Okay, friends.
Why can't you just say that I'm right for once? For once,
Because you're not. You're not. You're wrong. You want me to pretend? Is that what you want?
Friends, hold on. Now, did you know that 70% of marriage fights are never solved? The 5 most common things couples fight about are free time, money, housework, intimacy, and of course the in-laws. Well, let me tell you a story about 3 questions that changed my relationships and my life. It starts in a fast food restaurant because, well, as a single parent, that's all I could afford. I was with my daughter, the one and only light of my life. We were at her favorite place where we went every single Friday. And we were already at our table when a couple walked in. You know, one of those couples, the ones that make you say, oh, look at them, they're in love. Now, truth be told, I had been divorced for 3 years. So instead, I'm thinking, all right, go get a room. But my daughter, though, my daughter kept staring at them and I could see she was distracted as if there was a TV in the room. And then slowly, with big scared eyes, she turned to me and asked me the most dreaded question for any single parent. What happened to you and Mom? Her mom and I fell madly in love with each other after college. The kind of love that leaves a mark on your heart. We got married and had our beautiful Sophie. And then we started fighting. We disagreed on everything. As if we were both raised different, as if we had different opinions on how to raise our child. And those fights led to anger. And anger led to hurtful comments, and we became the worst of partners, and I couldn't stand it, so I left. Now, am I going to say this to my 9-year-old daughter? No. Instead, I turned to Sophie and said, some people are just not meant for each other, sweetie. She then says, so why don't you ever find someone else? Her mother had met someone, so I guess I was the weird one, being single. But I never thought it would be so important for my daughter. I was pretty sure she didn't even want to hear the truth. So I said, I'm fine on my own. I had terrible coping mechanisms, and I poured my energy into my work and my daughter. But I couldn't say that, so I just said, I have no time for relationships. I was so afraid of being rejected that I couldn't even face trying to meet someone else. I told her, you're the only girl for me, sweetie. And that's when my daughter looked at me completely serious. 9 years old. And she says, I know you're lying, Dad. My heart stopped. I couldn't believe what she said. And I thought I was fooling her, but I was only fooling myself, so I tried telling the truth. I said, honey, it's been really hard after your mom and I separated, and I'm not good at meeting people, and to be honest, I don't think I have much to offer. Sophie stares at me completely unfazed. She said, Dad, how can you teach me to love if you can't even love yourself? Her words hit me like a ton of bricks. How can I teach her to love if I can't even love myself? In her own wisdom, she taught me what I had missed. Had I loved myself truly, I could have loved my wife. Every fight I picked with her, every time I was angry or felt unheard, it was basically because I couldn't accept myself completely. My happiness depended on my wife loving me back. But that's wrong. You see, in order to love someone else, I needed to love myself first. I should love myself. I can love myself, and so can you. I'm not different. I'm not special, but I am deserving of love. And if you can see that, if you can see that you too deserve to be yourself and be happy today, you too could be happy in your relationships. It doesn't matter who you are, what you've been through, or where you come from. You can decide today to take action and start loving your true self and embracing it. Because then you'll be free to love unconditionally. You'll gain the ability to gift that power to others and change every single person in your life. There would be no problem that's too big or too hard to solve. No struggle too difficult to overcome. No crisis too overwhelming not to band together and prevail. No person too broken that cannot be mended. Change, real change, simply starts with you.
I know.
True love starts here.